Good thing that was a bad Route 1. God, I just cannot stop doing red glitchless things in these runs. But anyway, like, it's so hard to be productive overnight when you're not, like, really motivated to do something. Best run that I've had? Oh, I made it to Agatha on pretty good pace, and then I died. And then I tried again and died to Lance. The other thing is there's like never anybody online. It's crazy, like... Like, after... Really, after like 11 p.m., there's like nobody online between 11 a.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. and like noon the next day. And then everybody's online during those 11 hours. And what's weird about this is not just the fact that, you know, that's such a long stretch for nobody to be online. Because that is, you know... Don't growl, no. What a troll. You know, those are the sleeping hours and the hours when people don't stream if they're keeping a normal schedule in my time zone. But it's weird because I would actually much prefer to watch people from other time zones. It's just sort of a correlation. It's not like anything to do with the time zone, but, you know, I prefer watching like European streamers or Australian streamers for several reasons. Number one is the accent is just much more pleasant to listen to than most accents from the US. Number two, it's just interesting to listen to people with different perspectives. You know, who have experiences to share and that you're maybe not as familiar with. Number three, streaming is a very self-centered activity, and American culture tends to overvalue the self and like branding yourself and you know, not saying we shouldn't take care of ourselves, but, you know, there's that kind of... There's that personality that you tend to see in, like, American streamers that people get attached to, you know, where people are kind of full of themselves, and... Yeah, I prefer something... I prefer what you see more in other cultures, which is... focuses on... the game, or the focus is on other people, I don't know. Nice emulator lag, again! Never had emulator lag until GSR, and now I get it all the time. Anyway, I don't think that the culture thing is that significant, but it's just like, all the people that I end up watching are American, or they're like European streamers who stream during American hours. Because when I have this degen sleep schedule and I want to watch people at night, there's nobody online. It's like, who's been online the past week? It's like Cheese doing Pub, or however you pronounce that game. Punkation, which is like a very degen stream. Okay, not going to the mart this time. And then like, who else? I guess Key's doing his super long streams. You know, like randomizers and stuff. But then his doesn't go too late unless he's doing like the 24 hours. So, I don't know. PUBG, okay. But you would, like, when I started watching people on Twitch, it would be like Worster, who would stream, you know, overnight hours, and now he doesn't, I guess. I still don't know, or I don't have it memorized, what Australia's time zone difference is. But, yeah, I would watch Worster, and then I would watch like a bunch of European Red Runners. And now it seems like I just watch American streamers and then nobody's online. Nice drop, nice speed tie win. Yeah, frequently it's you who I end up watching, but you don't stream frequently, so it's like, not frequently. But yeah, a lot of the time I'll be done streaming or about to go to bed or whatever, and you're online. Like the Pokemon community in particular, because that's, I guess, the group I watch the most, has this huge, like, 12-hour gap. You know, but so when does, and I guess I'm streaming now, so I help fill that gap when I'm on this schedule. But I can't watch my own stream, right? Not as an actual viewer. I can watch it for. I can't. Yeah. I can't be entertained watching my own stream live. So not counting me, it's like there's this 12-hour gap. Because you've got, like, who streams from like noon to midnight? Gunner, Poke Guy, Kizaron, WSOP, Tyrant, and then usually me. Actually, I don't even know what my normal stream hours are. Right now, for me, it's at 10:20 a.m. I guess, like, in the morning, Crafted will stream sometimes. Crafted, I don't follow his games that closely, but he's always a pretty chill stream to sit down. And listen, watch. It's just weird, like, when I started watching streams on Twitch, there was always, like, some good streamers around, like, 6 a.m. Now it's, like, very consistently dead. But then there's, like, 25 people online when I check Twitch during the day. Like, and it's like, who do I watch? Nice. Yeah, thanks, Carker. I mean, I am comparing against, like, my previous Victreebel runs. Well, it's just because the Master Ball is actually worth $0, so it's a very simple edit to make, to just add the Master Ball at its normal value rather than adding it and changing its value. It would be better if it sold for 200, but I don't know how easy that edit would be to make. Probably pretty easy, but whatever. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's always like a bad sign when I look on my following page and like, alright, who's online? And there's nobody to watch. And like, alright, I'll just watch some random stream that's being hosted, and I don't know. I need to have more structure than just... So good structure would be like, you know, stream in the morning and then host Gunner and then watch Gunner while doing some routing and eating pizza, and then like watch Poke Guy after Gunner, and then, you know, something like that, instead of just not knowing what to do. Mewtwo is the fastest. Hitting his desk? Oh. Literally hitting his desk. Yeah. Hey, it's still a lot better than Worcester strats. Just... This is a Victreebel, yes. You sure you're not gonna be like Poke Guy, where you change your name and then regret it? Poke Guy wants to go back to the 84 now, but he has to wait 6 months. Well, it was like a Justin TV account, so it got removed, I think. Once Twitch allowed the name change is whenever that was. Hey, what's up, Sly? Thanks. Easy game. I don't know if they're all just in TV. They were made before. They're inactive, right? So if an account is inactive, then it can be removed, and if you want it. So if I wanted the account Hey Lulu, if I wanted to change my name from Exarian U to Hey Lulu, I could probably do that, because I don't think that Hey Lulu has been streaming Red attempts any time in the past, like, year and a half. I'm not sure what they use as criteria determining whether an account's active. Damn it, I'm gonna lose time here. Maybe it is just Justin TV. Huh? Anyway, Sly, things are doing are okay. Haha. Okay, 38. But we're gonna try early center this time. Which means we will be seeing the dreaded red split here. I think so, yeah. Oh yeah, 6th, yeah. So tired. Alright, critical me with tackle. Crit! Alright, well 22 damage is a good start. We didn't lose any PP. How am I fighting Misty before Nugget Bridge? I'm walking into Misty's gym, talking to Misty, defeating her 2 Pokemon, and then going to Nugget Bridge. Bad. Good. Bad. Very, very bad. Crit. Yep, gonna have to wrap some stuff. Quite a few things. Hopefully I won't have to get Slowpoke Red Bar, that'll save one. Well, I think 2 of the best Pokemon are Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Like, they're both borderline top 10 and they get walled by Brock. Like, you can do it. If the rest of the game is good, you can still get a solid time with a terrible Brock. But yeah, it's a pretty, like, it's a pretty huge disadvantage, so. It's gonna die, nice. Imagine Wrap actually being good. Such a meme. No. And yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, what? No any card games? Did I miss a message? Should I go for Mankey red bar here? It's not red bar. Red bar is just so inconsistent, man. Oh, yeah, I know lots of card games. I mean, the main one would be blackjack for, you know, counting cards at casinos. Ugh. That's fine, that's not fine. God. Well, that was dumb. Didn't even get red bar. But, I mean, I've played, what else? Cribbage. 500, like 500 bid. Poker recently. Like, well, I've played it once. But it seemed interesting. What else did I play when I was younger? Yeah, we both have counted cards quite a bit. Oh, nice Sly. So close to red bar. Yo, what's up, man? You mean, how do you not learn? These people don't want to. This is just barely gonna miss red bar. It's so damn inconsistent. Well, first of all, the math behind counting, while it is intuitive, it's not something that you can really come up with without having read it or done, you know, the calculations yourself. As far as what the house advantage is off the top, and then how much you know, changes to the deck affect that. Like, you might think, like, wow, there are just a ton of little cards that just came out of the shoe. Like, 10 low cards and no high cards just came out, so now there must be a huge advantage, but if you're playing a 6-deck shoe, then the count is not even +2. So you still, I mean, at that point you have an advantage, but it's a very minor one. But if there's one deck left, and then you see the same 10 low cards when the count is at 0, then you have a gigantic, well, relatively huge advantage. You know, the true count would be +10. Like, things like that, without having done the math or read up on it, you don't really know how much of a difference there is in those two scenarios. So, like, you could get a general idea, and I know some people have, you know, like, they count, but they don't actually know the math behind it, and so they're playing better than, like, just a basic strategy player, but, you know, they're not really, they don't have a significant advantage, and they don't vary their bets. What the hell? They don't vary their bets a lot. Like, you have to vary your... You have to have a pretty big bet spread to profit as a counter, or you have to have a gigantic bankroll, or both. So... But I think for most people, it's just they don't have interest in counting, because they think it cheapens the game. Or there's people who think that, like, counting is impossible, unless you're a genius. Don't do it, Pidgey. No, do 5? It doesn't matter. I'm dead. Actually dead. Oh, that is really stupid. I just took 18 damage and now I lose. Not dead. Anyway, crystal runs will be happening once a manip is made, whether that's a better Entei manip, a Raikou manip, or a Totodile manip. I just don't want to do what I did last time, which is, you know, 70 hours of attempts without making it... Well, 70 hours of attempts and I got on one run. Like, that's just not a good enough ratio for me to be doing speedruns. Alright, so maybe I should wrap the Nidoran here just so I don't die. But, it can die to Razor Leaf. It might have been a 1 in 39. Yeah, that is not a good range. I feel like the Ether would have just been worth it. Now I can just die. What's up, Carmaverick? Yeah, it's fun. trying to get lucky. Not lucky. Okay, that is actually good. Alright, 1300. Is it? Why is... Goodness. I'm just fixing my sleep schedule right now, hopefully. Why would I need drugs to fix my sleep schedule? It's not like I've been trying to fix it and failing, I just haven't like really tried to, or I've been trying to do it, trying to ease my way into it instead of doing it in one day. Like, I don't have problems sleeping, I get woken up in the middle of the night and then my sleep schedule gets changed. For however long. Okay, no bully. No bully. No bully. Good. Is this the first 38 surge? Guess God cans will do that. I mean, yeah, every person is going to be different. If that works for you, then fine. I mean, it wasn't so much that I wasn't having fun, it was more that I was just not getting... It didn't feel productive anymore. Having played it for so long and not gotten on, like, any runs. I can't, speedruns are not fulfilling to me if I'm just grinding and not seeing results. If I'm seeing, you know, runs make it pretty far and losing them, you know, to the E4, that's still, like, coming close, that's still making progress, but if it's just playing the early game again and again just so that I, you know, have something to stream for people, then it is, you know, I'm glad that that people enjoy it, but it's not. Okay. I just don't think it's a good use of my time if I can do something else. Sure, it wouldn't be another 70, but that's like... It shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be 40. It shouldn't be 30. Man, my fingers are getting tired. The bottom line is that we have now shown that manipulation for a crystal is possible. Manipulation for Entei and Totodile. So now just doing runs when we could just be, you know, getting better manips is not really efficient. If Githx hadn't made that Entei manip, then I would have maybe convinced myself to grind a bit more. But now that we have that manip, it's like, alright, let's make it better. Let's make a, you know, the Toto manip so that we don't have to grind. Gen 1 miss. Do I have enough body slams? I have exactly enough. Do I have enough razor leaves? Yes, I'm pretty sure I do. I didn't use... Yeah. So this worked out. I got the red bar eventually, and it worked out nicely. Full fly split red bar feels good, man. Because I'm gonna get a bunch of elixirs instead. Just giving up on getting this on Emulator. Nope, Tauros has only tackle until level 21, so not interested. No, see, I just thinking about taking the center, it's just so hard, man. Dang, it's not a sub 49? So close to sub 49. Okay, so now we gotta focus a bit more. Because now the run killers begin, and I can actually, yeah, make mistakes that will kill the run. No, we're not even halfway through this run. Yeah, essentially. Okay, so first hard fight of the run is this one. Doesn't die. I was hoping for the defense drop. But that is good. Yeah, one more still. I need 4, and then I'll be good. That? Okay. I feel like that might have been a range, but I just centered 5 minutes ago to set the warp point. But I mean, generally you're not centering for any other reason, unless you have like Articuno. Articuno's moveset is Ice Beam, and then you center, and then Ice Beam, and then you center, and then once you have access to Ethers and Elixirs, you don't have to center as much, but yeah. Certain pokes need to center more than others. Rattata's just not that good, so... Not really interested. Maybe for Gen 2, but... The main problem with Rattata is that it has medium fast experience curve, which is a lot worse than medium slow. I mean, Articuno's moveset is good, it's just not good for a speedrun, because, you know, in a speedrun you've got to get through every fight with just one Pokemon if you want to go fast. Well, for this, that's the category is to just use the starter, so... Lorelei is, like, it's not a problem for Articuno to beat Lorelei casually, but in a speedrun it is, because you just lose 2 minutes, or a minute and a half. Yeah, like, just Ice Beam alone on Articuno in like a casual setting is pretty valuable. Because medium fast starts out slow and then finishes really fast. Overall, you need less experience, you know, to reach level 100, but you're not getting to level 100 in a speedrun. You're done with the run at like level 55. Medium slow starts out really fast and then it slows down in the later levels that you never see in a speedrun. Alright, well this was much better than PB, this split. Victreebel is the beast! And it's about to die to Pidgeot. So now we are halfway through the run. What's up, sheep? Well, Razor Leaf and Acid for the early game. It's a really good combination, and then it has high attack to make use of Body Slam. And now you are joining the stream at a time when Victreebel is not so good, but the early game, I mean, I'm like 7 minutes ahead of where Nidoking would be right now, and I didn't even get instant text. Yeah, that's where Victreebel shines. You know, Brock and Misty and Surge are so free. You can't die, and they're really fast. And everything else you can handle pretty well with the double stab. Okie dokie. Nope, those fights are completely fine. But this next fight is not fine. And then Agatha is just completely horrible and, well, it killed my last run. And now to hear this music for another cycle, another big menu. Thank you for the 19 months, sheep. Much appreciated. Perhaps we can make that happen someday, where we hack Gen 2 into Gen 1 like Sankey Randomizer. Do this. Oh, can die here. Okay, got the range. Yep, champion is scary. We'll get red bar. Gen 1 miss. That's 2 this run. Arcanine has slow experience curve. Yep, acid is actually amazing. Not just for PP. It one hits the execute and Erica's gem, lots of good stuff. Red bar. You can see the list in the FAQ. It's the only scenario because that's the Romhack. It's replacing the Squirtle. Die. Good. I think it would be, yeah, because of, like, Rival 1 would be faster, Rival, yeah, it would be. What kind of Toto stats? Okay, so speed absolutely has to be 5 or higher for anything in the cluster. And then ideally special is 13 or higher. I mean 14 or higher, but speed absolutely has to be 5 or higher. Yeah, special of 13 is, you know... Special can be lower, but I would say no lower than 12. And then, like, 14 and 15 are the same, so... You know, that would be ideal if they all had 14 or 15, but, like, 12 and 13 are okay, too. Attack, I mean... Attack, honestly, it can be bad. But I obviously, you know, the higher the better. Defense has to be at least 6. In fact, that's also pretty much a requirement. So defense has to be 6, speed has to be 5, and then special has to be 12, and then attack has to be 3. I think that would be it. Is the ranking the fastest or the highest chance? I mean, these are basically the same thing. I mean, I'm not making a task here. We're just talking about human speedruns, not like if every frame was perfect luck. Alright, I don't know if I'll lose time here because of that Pidgeot. I probably will, but the Giovanni fight was nice. I also Gen 1 missed on Venusaur, so yeah. Yeah, because Listless was... we're actually gonna make Totemanip happen, like, actually, this time. It seems, so... yeah. How do you beat Blaine? Just Body Slam? Swords Dance ×2 and then Body Slams, because the Growlithe lead just uses Ember, it does nothing. Aerodactyl starts with just Wing Attack, so it's terrible. Yeah, 5+ is pretty good. The defense drop is useful in a few places. It's not required anywhere. Like, it's not a huge deal. On Agatha, it can save you, or it can just waste time, depending on your luck. Yeah, obviously, Listless, like, if you find a Totodile that's like 15 everything, but then 11 special, that'll be fine. You know, those are just some thresholds. Hold on, Super Potion. Like, especially the 5 speed is a pretty big threshold, and the 6 defense is decently important as well, and then 12 special, you know, but like none of them are like absolute hard thresholds. Like if you find a great Totodile that just has one bad stat, it can be dealt with. So, you know, use your judgment. What? Okay. I critical, that's why it, that's annoying. Gotta be really careful now. Alright, I think I could save decent time on this split. This giant menu. Good enough. It can, but it usually doesn't matter. Yeah, Acid and Body Slam. Mew is bad because it only starts with Pound, and Brock is actually like the worst. We tried routing it and it's like 6 minutes of time loss. It's so bad. I'm using a ROM made by GIFX. I don't know exactly how he modified it, but glad we have it. I hate getting mansion candies because it messes everything up. Yeah, a lot of pokes, like half the pokes just get Brockwalled. Half or maybe even more. Yeah, Lapras is good, but it's not like top tier. Really doesn't have anything that separates itself from the other good water types and has a lot of disadvantages. I mean, it gets Horn Drill, but so does Dugong. So does Amistar. Lapras might be better than Amistar, but Amistar is not good. Nope. Pinsir doesn't have a move for Brock, and it doesn't have a move for ghost types. Sure, you can run Dragonite, but it's really slow because it's only attacking move for a while as Wrath. Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon that you guys are asking about, you just need to look at their starting set. And it's immediately clear why they are not in the top tier of pokes. Yeah, Veretta, thank you for 19 months. Didn't mess up the question. Much appreciated, dude. Alright. Not feeling the YOLO here. Don't crit. No. Okay, we get another try. We're gonna have to get an extra PP item now. He's dead if he fire blasted. Pretty mediocre second half. Well, after Flute anyway. I haven't considered, like, all of them equally. Like, I've looked at every poke on the list. But, like, I haven't... Some I've overlooked a little bit. So, I mean, it's fine to have the discussion, it's just like Peppy said, look at its starting set. Like, people asking about Mew, I mean, it's not like it's... I don't mind the question, it's just... if you looked at Mew's starting set, you would immediately think, even if you knew nothing about speedrunning, like, oh, this is not gonna work, because you just can't, you can't pound Brock to death, you just can't do it. Like, you can maybe, like, drill peck Brock to death with at Zapdos, but you can't pound it to death, non-stab pound, it's just too slow, unfortunately. Alright, I'm just gonna body slam everything and get an extra PP item because I'm so far behind on that now. Mewtwo starting set is Confusion, Psychic, Swift, and Barrier? Yeah. So completely broken. Alright, do I have enough health to YOLO? Yeah, I do. Just don't miss here. Do you set up Red Bar? You can't, because it doesn't have a good type for manipulating the AI. Like, nothing is super effective against Psychic. So if you get Red Bar, you try to keep it, and you often can, but it's really inconsistent, and there's quick attacks everywhere. It's one of the reasons I hate running Mewtwo. Despite it being, you know... Despite it having no weaknesses. It's kind of obnoxious trying to go as fast as you can in the speedrun. Alright, so if Rhyhorn could just be a bro and not damage me, this would be a lot cleaner. Really don't want to die here, but it's not worth healing this. Well, from Red Bar, anything will die to Quick Attack. That's the problem. Like, Quick Attack is not threatening at all as a move if you are at high HP. Perfect. Tail Whip hit might have actually put me in range to die to 2 Poison Stings. Well, this is a Romhack, so like I'm not gonna be able to run with whatever I find to be fast here on the actual cart. It's for fun, and I mean everything is for fun. It's if enough people run it, then it can be competitive too. The reason that people run things and compete in them is that they're fun. Dang, that split. I'm more than 5 minutes ahead of the Nidoking record in actual glitchless. And now we're gonna lose it. Because Victreebel sucks. And my body slam PP. Probably should have elixired there. I have 5. How do I have so many? Wow, I got the triple agility again. Mime might be okay, yeah, it's annoying. Damn it. Kingler is bad because its special sucks. It only has like Vice Grip and Bubble for the early game, and its speed isn't great. And getting a one-hit KO, like it gets a one-hit KO move, but it's, I mean, it's not really a better one-hit KO user than the others. Tentacle doesn't have a move for Brock. Otherwise, it would be good. Mankey doesn't have a move for Brock, because Karate Chop is normal type, not fighting. Wait, do I have an extra super repel? No, wait, I'm dumb. Vice Grip is base 55 power. So yeah, that's kind of bad. No, that's only in yellow. Or does it actually get low kick in red? I actually looked at it earlier today. But I guess I only looked at its starting set. I didn't look at when it got fighting moves. If it got low kick at 9, that would be alright. But I think that's only in yellow. Sunkern? Sunkern is so good that we don't allow it. Yeah, Mr. Mime has bad experience curve. It can't, like its attack is even worse than Alakazam's. its speed is good but not great, its special is good but not great. It doesn't get Psybeam, it doesn't get Psychic for a while. And yeah, its special not being fantastic means Thunderbolt doesn't do that much damage, just so yeah. Like, Mime is very capable, but I don't think... I think Hypno would be better than Mr. Mime, because Hypno's got better special, and it has Headbutt. I need to look at that, actually. That's another one. Like, I'm doing Victreebel because I just like the route, but I might need to look at Hypno for if I'm gonna... But I still just want to look at top 5 and then be done with this. Like, Victreebel was just a really fun side project. Victreebel is not better than Machamp. It might be better than, like, Blastoise and Poliwrath and Articuno. So it could be like top 8 and that would be cool, but... Machamp is pretty good, I just keep dying. So yeah, I want to do Gen 2, really. Alright. Can we beat the game? Beat the hack. Jinx's Cry would lose about 2.5 minutes to, like, the shortest cry. Don't crit this. Good. Thoughts on Tauros? Not much to think about. It gets tackle and nothing else until level 21. I like Tauros as a Pokemon, but it's not fit for this. Crit does much less damage, it ignores all of the sword stances. All 3. I am gonna do this in Gen 2, possibly as soon as tomorrow, or 2 days from now, because I'm almost done with this. I'm really looking forward to Gen 2 because it's a lot more pokes, a lot more variety. It's a lot different, and you don't have to deal with dumb Gen 1 mechanics like the antidote shit that happened the other day. The FAQ lists the top pokes, so Mewtwo is 1. And then Alakazam, Gyarados, Dugong are 2, 3, 4, but then I've got the next, like, 8 listed, or at least my estimate. of the next 8. Alright. Kevin Turtles? Like, if you think this fight is gonna be hard, then you're not thinking hard enough about how bad this fight is, because it's bad. That's why we saved. Alright, don't do it. Good. One more. Good. That'll die. So I don't have to deal with haze. No confuse ray. No confuse ray. Good. 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 Okay. No. Ugh. Okay. Drop. It's not gonna die. It'll get the super potion though. Or crit again. 3 criticals in a row. Dire hit strats, anyone? Ah! Fuck. Eight body slams. Okay. Oh boy. Come on, baby, you got this. Oh, we're dead. Imagine that. $13.5, 14% is the crit chance. Die! Yes, we won. And that full restore wasn't wasted. Alright, I'm saving again, because I don't have to do that shit again. Snorm strats, boys! Yes! Just because I would use the extra body slam and Agatha. Yeah. Oh, I got 2 badge boosts. This might die now. Aerodactyl. I should try. Not even close. Okay. God, what was I doing when that Aerodactyl almost died? Like, how could I have possibly gotten more boosts? Alright, please die. Good. Didn't get the protein, don't punish me, game. Good. That's the best turn one. And that is the worst turn two. Okay, 58%. Good, we win. It happens so fast. Like, it's just that body slam, boom, that animation, and then you either live or die, depending on when you get the range. Body slam's so good on this fight. Oh, I forgot to, sword stance again, whoops. Why? We got to see Hyper Beam's animation, it's okay. We win! I was thinking about the badge boost, because that's what you do on the previous fight. We did it! Victreebel's E4 is... No, that's not the... I gotta do this properly. Whirlwind is normal. Sheep, thank you for the 200 bits, man. Also, is this an underscore raid? I just saw 417. Was that you? Alright, so the way the champion fight works is kind of interesting. So... it has 3 moves that it can use. Since Whirlwind is normal, that's discarded. So those moves are Wing Attack, Mirror Move, and Sky Attack. Sky Attack does about 95%. It can't kill you, but it'll put you into red bar. So if it uses Sky Attack turn 1, then you can't kill it right away, so you just have to tank the Sky Attack. but then you'll be dead to a wing attack, so then you have to just go for that +4 range. You know, 2 Swords Dances is +4. If it uses Mirror Move turn 1, then it uses Swords Dance back, and then if it Sky attacks, then it one-hits you with the Sky attack, so then you have to do the same thing and try to kill it turn 2. If it wing attacks, then as long as it doesn't Sky attack turn 2, then you can continue your setup on Pidgeot so that you guarantee the Pidgeot range and then don't have to deal with the Rhydon and Gyarados. Although I should have just finished setting up on the Rhydon. I was mixing it up with another fight and I risked the Gyarados unnecessarily. So yeah, depending on whether he Swords Dances you back with a Mirror Move or, you know, Sky attack turn 1, or you might have to take that risk there, but usually it works out.